Also, we do have some new details in the Moscow murder case. The judge granted 2 motions from the defense, sealing key evidence following the request filed last week. This is for Bryan Kohberger's upcoming trial. He is charged with murdering 4 University of Idaho students back in 2022.
So this is very interesting, these rulings, because he hasn't really ruled upon them, yet he has sealed them so that they are not the public is not privy to seeing the information that the defense has submitted regarding an alternate suspect. So these are some of the things that is important, really important in this case. And I have discussed during many shows with my compadre, Professor Mike Geary, what will be necessary in order to have this information, to have this, alternate suspect allowed in. They can't just invent an alternate suspect. And according to Ann Taylor, the alternate suspect theory was obtained through tips, through the more than 10,000 tips they got on this case. So the tips log gave the defense an idea that, perhaps this alternate suspect, let's look into this alternate suspect. Who is this alternate suspect? What type of evidence did they have on this alternate suspect? Very interesting. And that is the question. And I don't see Judge Hippler just uniformly allowing the alternate suspect theory to go through just because the defense is suggesting that this occurred. And that unless they have real strong evidence of that, there's no way he's going to allow it. So it's sealed at this point, and we will find out when this case goes to trial on August 11th. If in fact a continuance is not granted, it will go on August 11th. This case will go forward. And, yesterday, the esteemed former Harvard professor, attorney Alan Dershowitz, weighed in on this case in regards to saying that Bryan Kohberger's defense could look like the O.J. Simpson case. Let's see what he means by that. Does that mean with the police corruption? Is that what they're going to turn this into? What the defense attacks is the evidence and how the evidence was collected. We've heard that they've already attacked the way the FBI processed the DNA, and one of the public DNA investigative genetic genealogy companies, they violated their procedures. That's not violating the law. That's violating the procedures. So it's not the same thing. But that's what, things like that is what the defense will attack. And what they're really going to attack heavily, of course, is the DNA, the touch DNA, the single source DNA that was on the button of the knife sheath. They're going to attack that because that is the most powerful piece of evidence in this entire case. And the defense is going to suggest many other ways that it could have got there besides Bryan Kohberger being the killer and leaving the knife sheath there in a bit of carelessness during this horrific quadruple murder. And again, Bryan Kohberger is presumed innocent until found guilty. So he's presumed innocent at this point. However, that is where the defense will be coming from, is attacking the evidence. I want to play this from Fox.
August, he faces 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of burglary and could face the death penalty if convicted. The judge setting rules for the courtroom, including the trial being live-streamed, allowing Kohberger's family to attend, and even if they're testifying, and barring the use of certain words like murderer. Let's bring in Harvard Law Professor Emeritus Alan Dershowitz. Alan, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.